Out with the old year, coming in with the new. Yeah. I hope you all are going to do something awesome in the new year, make some cool stuff, new stuff, learn some new things. This started out as it was going to be actually a tutorial. I already have some things cut, 3 projects that I've been working on. But I wanted to detour a little bit because I looked over across my room and got sidetracked. So this video, I need your help. I need your help. I got sidetracked because I looked over across my room when I was looking for something, and then I realized like my bears were looking at me. So I thought, why not do a continuation of that Q4 video where I was like, what's hot and what's not, what's working and what's not. So that's what this is. And I thought, in a turn of events, I don't know why I'm going to put myself out there, but hey, the internet is the internet, right? And my face is on the internet. But I figured I wanted to know, because I told you in my last video what wasn't selling, I wanted to show you some of my bears and see, just to show you a few and to get some feedback from you guys as to why you think my bears have not sold. And then, I don't know, maybe the internet can do its magic. Maybe you guys can do your magic. I want to show you some of my bears. I don't have any other product really that is bugging me that hasn't sold. Yes, I said in my previous video there were some items that didn't sell as well as I wanted to, but those are not bothering me. They're not bugging me at all, because eventually I know they'll sell. What's bugging me is the teddy bears. What I initially did when I made them, I got some ideas from my Whatnot community, and in terms of fabric choices, right? And then when I got some suggestions on the fabric choices, I obviously created the bear, right? This is Charlotte. Maybe that's part of the problem, because what I did the first few weeks I had it out, I had given them names just because, I don't know. Well, 1, I got suggestions from my Whatnot community, and 2, I thought it would make them more appealing, friendlier. Yes, I know people would like to name their own bears. They could change their bears. I thought if they adopt them or take them to a new home, they could change their names themselves. But when I was making them, it's sort of like they almost had a personality. And once I put the eyeballs in them, I was like, wow. So it just brought them to life. So I don't know, is that mistake number 1 that I gave them a name? But in my defense, so whereas I have a tag on them, right? I didn't tag all of them. I thought I'd give them a little story based upon either their fabrics or when I was creating them. Meaning what I was listening to or what I was watching, that sort of thing, to try to bring along their personality. So that, I don't know. Could that be it? That on the days that some people saw them, they had the tag. I'll give you an example. I'll tell you an example. Okay, so Charlotte says, I'm Charlotte. I enjoy listening to country music, swinging, and sitting with friends for good old chats. I hope y'all don't watch things like thrillers and crime stories, because I don't like them. I like listening to funny jokes. Maybe because I listened to shows like Seinfeld and cartoons as I was being stitched. They made me laugh, and I would love to hang around with you hearing jokes to pass the day, because there's nothing better than sunsets and friends and family. Charlotte. So obviously at the time when I made Charlotte, that's what I was doing. I was watching Seinfeld. I was watching comedy shows, or I like to rewatch, reruns, like Tom and Jerry and things like that. I'll show you. I'll show you summer. So this is summer. Okay, and I did descriptions for each of them, but and like I said, I gave them personalities. I won't go through all of them, but the point is, I'll just tell you their names, and if you're interested, then you can go onto the website and see. But when I made the designs, like I said, I gave them a name in my mind. If someone asked me at booth, I sort of brought it up that, oh, I gave them names. But if they didn't ask, if they looked after seeing the price, then I'm not going to spend a lot of time with people to try to get them to purchase something, when they don't want it, right? So this is summer. Mm-hmm. This is Uncle Gene. It was the plaids for me. He had such a serious look. Maybe it was the way I put the eyeballs in at the time. But Uncle Gene just seemed, he was very calm, but he seemed like really old-fashioned. I love the color choices that I put together because of the way the blue pops out. And normally when we think of plaid, we tend to look at like beiges. But this fabric was so cute, and I had already done some wallets and things with this fabric. I was trying to make, obviously universal, or generic ones as well. But yeah, this is another one. I think I did, so in some of them, what I did was I did the face different from the snout. And I don't know if that was an issue as well. Because if you look at Summer, you see her snout and the face with the fabric versus Uncle Gene. So I don't know if that was an issue. Everybody loved them, but like I said, they had an issue with the $30. But, if I'm looking at the bear, this is a pound of, is 16 ounces of polyfill in here alone. So I don't know what they were expecting, and then just the cutting, the labor, and I don't know what people were expecting. I'm going to need you guys to seriously, some of you say $30 is worth it. And I think for a 2-hour bear, I think $30 was more than reasonable. I don't know. Obviously, y'all saw Sage. She was the star of the last video. Yeah. Again, Sage has that two-tone face. So I used 3 different fabrics. I used the herb fabric, and then obviously the fabric for her snout and face. And then for her snout, and then we have her face. You see that? That's Sage. I have a not living with me, but my daughter has a cat named Sage, and Sage is a black cat, my grand cat up north. And so when I saw my fabric, I was like, I'm definitely going to name this bear Sage, This is Maxwell. Maxwell made me think of like winter days. He made me think of, you see the trees? So we have trees, and then we have sort of like, I don't know, this fabric is, I don't know what it is, honestly. It's a geometric shape, but it made me think of gloomy, cloudy winter days, and Maxwell just seemed cute. So, yeah, that's Maxwell. So, I'll just show you 2 more. All right, y'all go over here. Let's switch up. Let's make some room over here. You go over there. This is Noelle. Noelle was obviously on the cover. I can understand if people didn't want Noelle. I did Noelle in ornaments specifically to be a Christmas bear. Maybe send holiday wishes. I designed a little story to go along with Noelle for like the reading of maybe the night before Christmas. The back, you know, she has beautiful, beautiful stars. Beautiful Christmas fabric with ornaments. My son got me to start playing this Animal Crossing game, and one of the characters' name is Daisy May. If you know, you know. And Daisy May is not a bear, but the point is, I made her a bear because of the fabric, obviously. So Daisy May has polka dots and flowers. And like I said, she was the very first one. I don't know if the fabric choices are 100%, but the point of the bears is that, you know, you can make them anything you want. And I, to be honest, now they're all looking at me. These are all the fabric choices that I made. I don't know if it's fabric choices. I don't know if it's just that people, as a small business, they feel as though they shouldn't pay $30 a bear. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't sell. This is why I'm turning to you guys. This is the point. This is the time that I'm going to ask you for your feedback. That's going to probably be a terrible thing because the internet is cruel. But hey, I did it, right? Just because I know how to make things doesn't mean I am excellent at marketing. It's been an eye opener with this project because I can normally sell anything. I talk to a lot of my customers. I make a lot of sales on other products just by talking to customers, finding out what they like, who they're shopping for, paying attention to what they're wearing and things like that. But this was a hard sell, and it was a hard sell, and I would pay $30 for it, honestly. I just don't understand. I mean, it has 16 ounces of polyfill. You have about 3 different types of fabric. The eyeballs, I mean, everything. I mean, the time that it takes to construct them, you know, and I know people can go to Five Below to get bears. I know they can go to Walmart and Target, but you're not going to see a bear that's especially made, right? If your kid, you know, likes something special. Some of them sold. I was just thinking about someone got really excited about buying my space theme one, Lenny, named after an astronaut. I'm just thinking about several of the bears. But when that child sees a special bear with a special fabric for something that they love, I guarantee you're not going to see anything in the stores like it. So, I don't know. Right, guys? You'll just be hanging out with me a little while longer. How about that? Right? All right. I would appreciate your feedback. Let me know. Okay? Comments are going to be opening. And I'm going to see you in January because today is December 30th. I am working on getting rid of Q4 stuff or paperwork and stuff like that. I'm going to see you in January for tutorials. I already have 3 lined up. Okay, so we're going to get started, a new year, make some new fun things, and yeah, that's all I got for now. Bye. Y'all sitting there like good students. Kind of interesting. Okay, they're staring at me. What was that? Oh, Robin.